So this is an auto rigging tool. So let's see what it looks like. So it looks pretty cool. I have no idea about rigging. I've never tried to rig. So I'm going to try it out for the first time and we're just going to see how it goes. I don't know what I have to do with my models or anything like that. I don't know how to retopologize. All right, so I'm going to jump to my PC and I'm going to go to Accurig website and download the app. Accurig, download free. Okay, I agree. Install, finish. All right, please sign in. Okay, looks like we're in. Load character, compatible poses and extras. A pose, I don't even know if I have any characters like this. Symmetrical A pose or T pose is optimal for auto detection. Multi-meshes and accessories are allowed. Total poly count should be under 600K. Okay, so I think I might need to make a character that fits these specs. Then let's do it. Let's go for it. So first I'm going to change from, I'm going to use this little sun. I'm going to change from lit PBR to macap. That's just so it's easier for me to see. That's it. Of course, I'm always sculpting in orthographic. That way we don't have to worry about perspective distortion. So I'm going to delete this and add a sphere. Of course, this is going to be Accurig A. So this will be the head, whatever that is. We'll move it up a little bit. We need a body. So for the body, let's do another sphere for the body. Maybe we'll stretch it. Let's validate it and take move, the move tool, and we'll use, let's do X and Z. That way, let's do show line. So I'm just doing X and Z so I can kind of bring this down equally. Okay, I think that's nice. Maybe we'll do a little, let's take it off Z. That way we're just doing left and right now, not front and back. So that way I can get a nice curve in the body. We'll move the body back. Okay, something like this. Now I still don't know what the head is, but I think that'll work. So for legs, I want to do simple legs. Let's do the tube path. I don't want them to be too long. So we'll do something like this. Maybe we'll turn on the grid. That way we can use this magnetic snapping. So, okay, knee is going to be there. This is the bottom of the leg. We'll put another joint here. Okay, so something like this. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a bend in it. Well, let's take it off of this so I can do a little bend. Maybe something like that. We'll make it a little thicker. And I want to do all the radii. So I'll tap radius twice so that all three of these are lit up. And now we can just adjust it as we want. Oh, let's take snap off so we can put it into the body. Let's move it back a little bit. We'll go back to the tube settings, and of course I want to make the bottom part a lot wider. Okay, I think that's nice. Okay, I like that. Now what do we want to do for arms? I think we want to add a sphere, and we'll do the shoulders. Oops, we'll do the shoulders first. We'll shrink it with this orange ring. Move it back a little bit, maybe a smaller shoulder, maybe something like that. Maybe we do want to give it a little stretch, a little stretchy poo. We'll hit align so that we can just move it straight over. Arms, I usually kind of skew, let's turn the grid off. I usually skew towards the back of the torso rather than the front, kind of like here. let's make it a little thinner. We'll make it a little thinner this way too. Rotate it. Okay, so something like this. And let's rotate it more since this is going to be, since it's going to be a T pose. So it's going to be something like this. And now the rest of this arm, I guess we'll have to use the tube. We'll keep it on path. I'm going to take it off snap so that we can put it into the body. Looks like an arm already. So this is, I mean, it's not going to be like a human, so we don't have to worry too much about the anatomy too much, but let's try similar to the other one. So this is kind of like the elbow here, maybe. So maybe maybe we should just do it straight. Let's do it straight first. Okay, so maybe we'll make this part of the arm. Let's do another one and add a little something like that. Maybe we'll bend this back a little bit, just feels right. Okay, so maybe something like that is a nice little starter arm. I think at least, right? What do you think? We'll go back to this and let's just, I'm going to use move actually. I'm going to validate it. Actually, before I validate it, I'm going to go ahead and mirror it. Then I'll validate, and then I'll use move, make it a little smaller, and I'm just going to stretch this out a little bit, like so. All right, I like it. We'll go back here. Maybe I do want a little straighter. It's just supposed to be a T-pose. I think that's what's killing me, is I'm used to not having everything like perfect and symmetrical. But I like this so far, so let's go ahead and mirror it and validate it. Okay, so now we need some sort of hand type thingies. You know what I should have done before I validated? I should have rounded it out. Let's see if I can go back. We'll do those 3 little dots, post subdivision up to 2, and we'll bring the division X down just to kind of round it out a bit. Now I'll validate it. Actually, let's undo again. Let's undo again. So I want to do the post subdivision up a little bit more. We'll do 3,000 and we'll validate. Now, as far as hands go, I wish I had some saved hands. That would make it so much easier. But let's do tubes. So let's do tubes. I don't know how many fingers I want. So we'll do path and we'll put 1 here. Boom. Let's take it off snap so we can properly put it into the rest of the body. Okay, so I want to look at the top view, I think, to kind of, so I'm putting another node in the middle, and I always do this like, oops. Yeah, I always make them kind of like this. Like I make them straight, but they have a little bit of a bend in there. I always do my fingers like that. I think that's good. I don't think it needs like 3 knuckles. I think maybe 2 is okay. I want to do profile. And I want it to be flat. Let's do the radius for all of them. I want to make this smaller. Something like that is actually okay, but I want to put it towards the back. Let's look directly left so that we can kind of rotate it the correct way. And then we'll put it up against the back of the arm. So we have something like this. Okay, so that's pretty good. Well, let me take it out of this mirror. This tube is the arm, so let's rename this arm. This tube is going to be the finger, so I'm just going to put, I'll just put F. So we have arm, oh, this is the shoulder, so let's name that as well. Then we have this tube, which is the leg. So let's call that a leg. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's go to F. Let me save. So we're going to clone F. Did I clone it? Clone, there we go. F1. We'll move this down a little bit. We'll rotate it. Looks like we might need to make both of these a little smaller. Oh, I have 3 Fs now. That's fine. We'll make use of them. So I guess he's going to have 3 fingers here. F1, F1. Let's move this one down and name it F3. This one will be F2, wherever this one is. Okay, we'll move that down. That'll be the third, that'll be the middle finger. So now I'm just going to rotate these a little bit and place them sort of into the back of the arm, hand, whatever you want to call it. Maybe rotate them a little bit. Rotate them out. Gotta fit them all in there. So this one, this is like the pinky, so this one can be a little bit smaller. We'll rotate it out a little bit. We'll rotate this kind of in the middle. This one can be a little smaller too, since it's the pointer finger. I don't mind that they're different sizes. Okay, so I want to take them all, and let's just imagine that the flat part of this is the palm. Let's see, if the hands were out, the palm would be straight. So we need to do that to the arm. We need to make the palm kind of straight. So let's take move, and let's just move the back part up. If that makes sense? So that it looks more like the palm is facing us. So that's literally all I'm doing, is kind of pull this and push this little part so that we're seeing this flat part more as like the palm. I think that looks actually better already. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to stretch it out a bit. I want to take these fingers now and let's move them out. Maybe even bend them backwards a little bit. Okay, I think that works. All right, I'd like to take each one and do the three little dots, subdivision to 2, and bring the topology down. Maybe 9 feels good. Yeah, we'll do the same thing. 3, 2. What did I do? 10 or 9? 9. Okay. Seems good. I kind of want them all a little bit bigger. Okay. I think that's nice. So I'm going to use move, and I'm just going to adjust the hand to the fingers now. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. So I'm good with that. So now when I think about the thumb, I'm going to go ahead and put a sphere. Whoops, this is in a mirror. I'm going to put it underneath. This is going to be the F thumb. Actually, this isn't going to be the thumb, but that's okay. I already named it. This just kind of makes it easier for me to visualize the thumb. So I'm going to stretch it, and I'm going to put it into the hand. Kind of like how our thumb is. I'm going to take it off of a line. It'll make it a little bit easier to navigate this sphere. That seems about right. So this is really just, if he's standing, so this is the arm here, this is just this round part. So that's really what it makes me think of, is that round part. And where it would be. So I'm just like looking at my own hand. Okay, so it looks like it would be around here. And we can use one of these fingers. We're just going to call this ball instead. We'll use one of these fingers. Let's clone. And this will be the thumb. F thumb. I'm going to use a line just because it's easier. And I'll move it up and over. And we'll try to make a thumb out of this. Okay, so yeah, something like that. I think looks okay. Let's rotate it. Maybe a line. Maybe we can take it off of a line. Let's do pivot, center, pivot. Put it in the center, see if that helps. It really doesn't, to be honest with you. I want to line this up, so I'll just hit pivot. And I really want to line the pivot up with the planes of the thumb. So what I mean by that is I'm going to rotate this way. Oops. I'll rotate so that's facing the right way. See this one, I want this little blue one to be facing that way. That's perfect. That's facing down, that's perfect. So now I have the gizmo set up how I like it. And I think there's a new thing here. I think I can, oh, it's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do it, probably because I'm still in the tube tool. I think I can bake the gizmo actually as it is. It's like a little new icon here. But anyway, so I think this looks pretty good. Let's actually move the pivot straight down to the bottom. So that way the thumb will move more thumb-like. And we can figure out the right place for it. I'm going to go back to the tube options and make this wide down here. So it sort of kind of goes in, kind of like we have like a chicken bone thumb. And then I feel like this bends back a lot more with our thumb, right? I feel like I need to twist the whole thing. I feel like I might need to twist it. Sometimes it's just really hard to figure out the correct anatomy so that everything feels right. But that's the nature of creating. You know what I mean? It's like figuring out why something just doesn't feel right. And I've drawn like tons and tons of hands. So that, I mean, that kind of helps, but it's just, you know, hands are difficult. They're just really difficult to get to look right. All right, how does that look? That looks okay, actually. I'm trying to think if my hand was out. Okay, so the only thing is this part of the thumb. Let's take this and the ball. Let's rotate. Oh yeah, I think that might feel a bit better. I'm like getting like so in the weeds here, but honestly, that's how it is. That's how it goes, unfortunately. I want to have a little room between the fingers and the thumb. Thumb is a little big, I feel. Okay, I think that feels all right. That feels good enough for me, I believe. I'm going to validate the ball and just kind of spread it out here a little bit. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks good enough. So let's take all of these and just join them together. And the ball, and we'll join it. And we'll take the arms and we'll validate. And then we'll take these and we're just going to Vox remesh them all together. I'm going to save before I do this. So let's Vox remesh everything together at like 250. Let's take some, let's go back. So what I want to do, I'm going to bring ball into the arm mirror so that way everything is mirrored correctly. So now we can take this and validate, and then we can Vox remesh everything at 250. You just want to make sure that both sides are equal. So that's the main thing. So I'll smooth this out a little bit, pretty gently. Might need to Vox remesh it a little higher. I'm going to undo. So the problem is the fingers, it looks like different parts of it are not. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so so the problem is these fingers are too small. So let's validate each one. It looks crappy when you Vox remesh things together and they're vastly different resolutions. So I think that's what the issue is. So let's take the arm and we can leave it for now. So this tube, let's just subdivide things. So we'll subdivide this tube. We'll do it twice. We'll take the finger, we'll go here again, multi-res, we'll subdivide it twice. I'm going to do all these, I'm going to subdivide them twice. Ball even, we're going to subdivide it twice. No, we can do once for that. Okay, so I'm going to put all the fingers together and the ball. I'm going to voxel remesh all of this together, 241. Okay, so those are all remeshed. So now we're going to take the ball and put it in the arm, and then we're going to validate. So now these both should be perfect. So the shoulders, we also need to, let's do multi-res, we'll subdivide. We'll take the shoulder and we'll validate. So now all of this stuff we should voxel remesh together. We'll do it at like 400 because we can always downscale it later. So we'll do it at 400. Now this should look better when I smooth it. It shouldn't be so soft. They don't look as wobbly, I don't think. Maybe they do. I'm gonna take flatten. I'm getting real in the weeds now. I shouldn't be worrying about the fingers as much as I am, but I can't help it. So I just want to round out the bottom parts of the fingers. Whoop. Gotta be careful. There's one thing I hate about the flatten tool is that it has this like wide radius. And I don't know how to fix it really. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to fix it, but fall off. I don't even know how to fall off. Randomize alpha. Screen dot. Fall off. I guess we'll just leave it. I don't know. But it annoys me. So I just want to flatten out the edges of these fingers to make them nice and like fingery. Smooth this out. We'll smooth this out. And we'll do it with this one too. But you know what we can do? We can do select mask with lasso. And we can protect this one. So where's my flatten tool? So let's flatten this one out too. Oh, let's do the thumb too. The thumb, let's make the thumb a little bit rounder here. Let's flatten it out. I don't even know if this is really going to make a difference. This is how bad I am at like doing simple models. I'm just terrible. So let's take select mask and let's clear. Let's take smooth and let's smooth out this part of the arm too. I'm so glad symmetry is on, or else I'd have to do this all again. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, let's take, this actually looks good. You need some sort of foot. So let's add a box. And we'll just make a quick floor. That just makes it easier for me to do like, we can turn smooth shading off for this. So we'll just make this the floor. And while we're at it, let's turn on the grid and just bring it to this red line, which is the horizon line. So I'm just going to select everything and bring it up so that the bottom is right on that box. Okay. So let's add a cylinder. Shrink it, we'll move it over. Yeah, something like that is perfect. Maybe we'll shrink it up a little bit. We'll bring it out this way a little bit. And I think that's perfect. So we need to trim this. I'm gonna turn the grid off. So let's validate it. Let's take this leg and let's validate this as well. Now let's take this sphere and the leg. The leg is quite small, so I'm going to subdivide it. So the leg and the sphere, I'm going to voxel remesh them together at like 200. And then just smooth them together to make them one nice happy piece. And then I'm going to take trim and trim the bottom. I'm going to have to rotate my screen, aren't I? So annoying. So now we're just going to trim the bottom like so. Actually, maybe we want to, let me undo that. Maybe I want to make like a sole. That sounds so weird to say. Yeah, let's do select mask. Let's make a rectangle kind of where we want to cut the foot. Like so. And then let's take the gizmo and drag this. Ooh. Let's go back to our select mask and make sure we have the whole leg protected. So now we can pull this down and we can actually flatten it. Maybe we'll make it a little bit bigger. Nope, maybe not. Okay, so let's go back to select mask and clear it. So now we have something like this. So we can trim the bottom. Let's go to trim and let's trim the bottom. And then let's go to split. With rectangle, split will create a split. Okay, let's voxel remesh each of these pieces. 200 should be fine. This one we'll do 200 as well. So now we can smooth both of these and we have like a, whoop, yeah, that's fine actually. It's gonna melt a bit, but that's fine. Symmetry's a little off, but that's okay. So I'm going to take this and smooth this as well. Symmetry is also off. We can go to local though, so that will help us. Both of these, we should go to symmetry and local. That will help us out a little bit. So now we're going to smooth this as well. It's going to melt a bit, but that's okay. All right, so now we'll take this and just move it up. Maybe we'll make it a tad bit bigger. Maybe we'll shrink it a little bit. So then we have something like this. I like it. Oops. Okay, so sphere split. So this is the leg. Sphere split, this is the sole. Okay, so what is this box? Oh, that's the floor, isn't it? So that's the floor. So let's take everything except the floor. Cancel, let me turn the grid on. We'll just line that up with the ground. Okay, perfect. So the leg and the foot sole, I'm going to nestle foot sole under leg. And then I'm going to select them both and move them over just a smidge. I think that's the best place. And then I want to take move, I think, and maybe I'm going to turn symmetry off and just move this into the body. I think that's good. Let's take the body and I think we'll move this kind of into where the leg is so that it's kind of snug. So the reason why I wanted to do that, we can take, maybe we'll leave this for now. So another thing I wanted to do for the leg was do inflate and add a little sort of knee. Maybe right around, oops. Let's try clay. Clay might go on a little bit better. I think I like that. We'll smooth it out a little bit. So there's like a little bit of a knee. I like it. So let's take both of these and add a mirror. So now there's two legs. Okay, so you can ignore this. So what happened was I made a neck and I was kind of going in one direction for the head, but I wound up changing it all. So I just want to keep this in so you can see that I'm editing the kind of trapezoid. No, I don't know what this is. So we're editing the part of the back, kind of stretching it out. I stretch out the belly a little bit. So you can do all that, but just pretend like you don't even see the head or the neck because we're going to change it all. Oh, and I was thinking, should we take the legs and rotate them out a little bit? I feel like they can't be touching. I don't actually know, but I just feel like they shouldn't be touching. So we're going to make sure they're not touching. And these part of the legs, I'm going to bring in a little bit. Boom. All right, we're back. So as I was saying, I made a complete head. And then once I was spent I don't know, 30 minutes on it, I decided I didn't like it. I trashed it. It's normal. It happens all the time. It happens to me. And sometimes you're just going to make something that you don't like. It's good to know when to just trash it and start over. Sometimes it is what it is. Let's try something new and simple. Okay. Okay, let's do the neck. Maybe we'll just stretch it from here. Maybe we can use drag. It's not bad. It's kind of interesting. Let's do pinch. Let's do clay and sub. Let's make some eye sockets here. Well, we need to subdivide it twice. Okay, we'll do something like that. We'll smooth it out. And then we'll do mask. Use some sort of mouth. Like that, nice and simple. So we'll invert it. We'll take the gizmo, we'll move it back. Okay, that looks good. So we'll clear the mask. Oops. It's voxel remesh. We'll box remesh at 200 to start. Okay, we'll smooth as much as we can. We'll take clay and we'll do the same thing here. We just need to make a better little eye socket. Pinch. Okay, let's add sphere. Might as well just mirror. There we go. Seems kind of cool, right? I think I like it. Let's validate. Let's do X-ray. And let's trim this up because we don't need so much of this thing. Okay, we'll do X-ray again. I want to make sure I don't get anything that I actually do need. We'll do lasso. That should be fine. We'll do a little bit more. That should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, cool. Oops. Just want to try with clay to see if we need to add something here. I kind of want to add something there, but I'm not sure. What happens if we voxel remesh this? Let's see how clean it looks.
All right, I like it. We're making progress. We are making progress.
Let's do pinch. And let's pinch these. Is it thundering outside? I hear something outside. I can't tell what it is. Pinch is great. This looks good. We're going to pinch around here as well. That looks nice. Maybe we want to do a crease. Something like that. I don't know. Let's see. I like the idea of just like shaping the head. But I think I like the broad forehead though. I think I like it. Let's do the tube path. You know, this is my favorite part of the sculpt. All right, let's do tap this. We won't snap for now. We'll do radii. Let's make this smaller too. We'll make the ends small. Make this real small. We'll turn snap off so we can like push this into the face. This all looks good. This can go into the face as well. And then maybe we can do profile. Let's rotate it or twist it, excuse me. So we'll twist it so it's like flat. I like that. We'll go ahead and mirror it. Looks nice. Let's make sure we label this lashes. Let's save That other head was crazy. This I can get down with though. Okay, so do we want to add a little bit of something here? Because we can do like inflate. If we want to give him a little something there, just a little something extra over the mouth, I think that makes sense. And then we can also crease invert. I feel like we need some sort of like, maybe we'll smooth that. I feel like we need some sort of break where the mouth is. Okay, so I kind of like that. Let's add a cylinder. Let's have some teeth action. So right now it's too high, but hopefully we'll be able to shrink the shrink this. When we do quad remesher, we'll get some size back because it has to be lower than 600K. But I think that's very, very doable. I'm going to do snap and then do it forward. Okay, I guess we need to make the tooth first. So firstly, let's soften it up. So post subdivision, and then we'll bring this down till it's softer. Squeeze it together a little bit more. And let's mirror it and move it over. So these will be the two front teeth. So we can validate these and then we can just shape them how we want them. Let's do local. I think that'll be easier if we do local. So I think that's good. I'm going to flatten this part out. And with move, I think I want to give them a slight bend, so I'll just push on them. Let's move these into position. Okay, let's take snap off. Let's angle these down a little bit. Put these little guys in there. Kind of like that better. I like the bigger teeth. Kind of like that. I don't really think he needs like lower teeth. Let's see. Could clone these and then we could flip object, local flip. Oh, how do we want to flip it? Z? It looks like we want to flip it Z. Oh, it worked. Oops. Let's take this one and then we'll clone it and then we'll flip it Z. And the only reason I know is because see how these what do you call them, rings are? So if I flip it, it's always going to be the opposite side of the ring. And we're on local. If we were on world, it would go all the way to the, if we were on world, this is world center, so it would flip, but it would flip all the way down here. But we're on local, so it's flipping. So this is the local center, so it's flipping right there. So that's why when I do flip Z, I can just move it down and it's flipping right there. That can be kind of confusing. Let's move these. I'm going to use align so I can just move it straight back. Looks good. Rotate these forward. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So let's add a little sphere for his little tongue. Simple, easy peasy. Okay, good. So this is the tongue. Let's get it out of the mirror. Tongue, I like it. So this we can, I wish we could Boolean this stuff together. Oh, good, it works now. I tried to do that before and it didn't work. So we Boolean the teeth together. These are, whoops, teethies. What is this view? This is the head. Let's do a quick save. This sphere is the body. Arms, okay. This other head, I don't even remember what that looks like, but I think we need to just get rid of it. Okay, we'll go home. Got rid of it. Boom. So now it's only 360. Oh no, 499K. Okay. All right. 499K. Where would the elbow be? Elbow would be about here. So we'll make a little elbow that we can smooth. And I wanted to make something else on the head. I like the head. I wasn't sure if I wanted to flatten this a little bit. And I also, let's add, now I'm just going crazy. I can't even pretend I'm not. Let's flatten it. Let's mirror it. Whoops. Validate it, and I want to take move, and I want to move, come on baby. Okay, I want to put a bend in them. And I want to put a tube kind of like here. So you know what? I always make those little things that go from, oh, it's in a mirror. Let's bring that out for now. This is the eye dots. This is the eye dot tubes. Do a quick save. Why is it the other one? Why is it on this side? I like to work with it on the other side. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. So let's turn snap off, and I want to have it go into the body around here. We'll add another one. This one can be down here. Okay, something like that is what I want. Let's do radius. Let's do all the radii and make the middle ones smaller. I want them really small. I want them to go in like that. And I want them to connect down here. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm just going to validate it and then take drag and move it to where I need it to go. Actually, let me undo and just, it's easier to do it this way. I'm gonna add another one here. Make this small. And then I can more easily just put it where I need it to go. There you go, that's better. So now I'm gonna mirror it. Is that too tiny? Okay, I think I like that. Validate it. Maybe that's a little too thin. Maybe I should just thicken it up a bit. Okay, I like it. All right, cool. So the only thing I'm thinking now is, what if he's in like a suit? So the whole suit can be together and then the head's together. Let's do a cuff. Let's do a cylinder. it up. Okay, let's soften it, post subdivision to 2. We'll bring this down a little bit. I don't think we need to do a hole. Do we want to do a hole? If we do a hole, then we can use these to kind of adjust the... I thought we could do the thickness of it. Oh, is this it? Yeah, there we go. I like that. So you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to take the body, I'm going to trim this part of the head. And then maybe just take a mask and mask off where the neck would be here. Invert it. And then just use the gizmo to kind of bring that down. So that can be the neck. Okay, let's clear this. Let's smooth the neck, the new neck. Let's validate this. Let's take move. Now we need to adjust the front. We can adjust the back too. That might be a little too big, but that's okay. Okay, I think that looks good. Now I can see the body peeking through there, so I want to make sure that I push that down so that we're only seeing the neck. Okay, I think that's good. Now maybe we want to do like boots. So let's take the legs. Are these legs together or are they separate? And let's do split maybe. Let's see if we can split this. Good, it split both. That's exactly what we wanted to do. I'm going to remesh each one. So now we should be able to just smooth this. We'll take each leg and we'll box remesh that around 200 as well. So then we can smooth that. Okay, we'll take the legs. We'll take these and make them a little bigger. Uh-oh. We have an issue where they're touching again. We'll do that. We'll take move on this, and then we'll move this in. Oh, let's turn symmetry off. We'll move that in. That looks good, I think. Maybe even the soles we can, oh, let's turn symmetry off. The soles we can kind of move over. Turn symmetry off. Okay, I like that. And you know what? The last little detail I want to add is I want to do another cylinder. I want to move it up. I always do this for my characters. Snap it this way. Oh, it's in a mirror. Let's bring it out of the leg mirror. I'm moving this to this side. Will it still mirror the other side? Yes, it does. Okay. So this is going to be the shoulder cuff. So we'll make it a bit smaller. We'll bring it in. Let's move it back. Turn snap off. So we want to make this part of the costume. Okay, make it a little smaller. Now let's do the hole, which we can probably make a little thinner. We'll tap the little cylinder there. And then we'll just take this. Let's go back to, oops. We'll rotate it so it's a little straight. Okay, that looks pretty good. We'll make it a little smaller. I think that looks pretty good. Can round it out a little bit. So let's mirror it and then let's validate it. And let's take move and let's drag this part down. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. I like it. It looks fun. I love it. Do we want to do like little undies or do we want to make it? Because that could be easy. Let's try it. Let's do split. And then we'll just split like here. So then if we voxel remesh this at like 200 and smooth it out. And then take this, voxel remesh it around 200, smooth it out. Use move to kind of move it back where it was. Okay, looks good. All right, so now what do we want to mesh together? That is the question. I would like to mesh, so the head is 145K. Then we have these little things, which I'm going to validate. Let's see if we can join those to the head. So let's take, I don't know if I should join them to the head though. That's the only problem. We subdivide them. Where'd the head go? All right, let's see if we can voxel remesh these together. Oh, it didn't. I thought it was gonna like destroy them. Okay, so let's see if we can use quad remesher. And turn the wireframe on. Let's say if we were to make this 50K. Let's just see what happens. I mean, still looks pretty good. If I'm being honest. Still looks pretty good. These we can validate. The lashes. Quad quad remesher. Let's do half and half and half. That's fine. These we can do half, half. I like a little bit more detail. These we can do half. Uh-oh. What happened there? Half. Half. Looks good. Okay, so what do we want to do with... This is 143. Let's bring this... Let's do 50K. We'll start there. This can actually be a lot smaller. This can be like 10K. Put the wireframe on. Yeah, this can be like 15K. Oh no. $15K. Boom, maybe even smaller. So we'll take the undies and we'll do 15K. Oh, I did this stupid symmetry thing. Let's do half, half. The legs, we'll do 15K. I don't know how much detail I'm going to lose with that. Oh, that's fine. I can even go half again. Oh, I do want them to go, I do want to make sure that they go into the body though. So let me make sure I drag this in. Okay, scene is 569K. So we're doing very well. We're gonna go back to quad remesher and these will do 15K. Looks great. These will do 15K, and we can most definitely go smaller on these. So we'll do half, half. Did we do these yet? I don't think we did. Let's do half. Still looks good. Let's try another half. We'll try to push our luck. That's good. This one, I don't know if we did it, but we'll go half. You can move that down into the stitching. So now everything is 181K. Is there anything that I missed? Did I do the arms? I did not do the arms. Okay, so the arms, look how dense the arms are. So let's quad remesh and let's do half. Did half. Let's do half of that. I think we got a winner. 121K, 141K. Oh, we didn't do the tongue. The tongue we can validate, and then we might as well just go half and half on the tongue. Everything else looks good. These I'm going to validate. Okay, so this is now the waist. Body split is the torso. Cylinder is the collar. Eye dots. Let's take the wireframe off. Let's do a quick save. Okay, so the arms, torso, waist, collar. This mirrors the head and the eye dots. So let's tap on head last Just so the eye dots will take the name of head, we'll just join them together. Okay, tongue, lashes. This mirror is the eyes, so we can validate that. And we'll make this eyes. We'll make them eye whites. The box we don't need. Shoulder cuffs. So we'll validate those, and these are shoulder cuffs. So I think that can go with this. Let's join them together. Collar. Okay, lashes, eye whites. Okay, I think I can leave it. It's a little higher than I want, but I think I can leave it. Okay, these are all the legs. These are the legs and the sole. I think I want to bring this out and then just add its own mirror. Do I want to make them separate or keep them the same? I think I want to just, let's clone this. Oh, whoops. Let's clone these. This one I'm going to take the foot out. This one I'll take the leg out. Okay, so this is the foot. Soles. This is the legs. Okay, legs, soles. How big are the soles? How big are the legs? Oh, these are the boots. These are the boots. Not the soles. These are the boots. These are the legs. So we'll validate those. Make sure we put legs. Still think we can do smaller. A lot of these. Okay. $107K, perfect. Teeth, tongue. This tongue is way too big. Waist, collar, that's fine. Arms. There's a lot of detail there because of the fingers, so that's fine. Everything else I think I'm fine with. So I'm going to save this. And just think if there's any other little details I want to add. But I don't think so. I think it looks pretty good. I would like to add maybe a strap around him, but I don't know if that'll just be too much. You know? It's already 2:30. What am I doing? Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll just chill for now. Everything looks good. Oh, you know I gotta add a little something extra. You know I do. Let's go up and back. Snap. Post subdivision, we'll make it a little softer. Validate. We'll use move. Actually, I don't know if this will, oh yeah, it's still working right. kind of like it. Do I want this to be bigger? Just for fun? For funsies? Just make it bigger. Maybe we'll even take trim and just like trim a bit out of it. Okay, maybe you're just not going to trim. Turn symmetry off. Nope, that doesn't help. What if we do this, then we trim? Nope. This is a trim issue. Maybe it's because of fill. Let's do legacy. We'll do legacy. I'm gonna put it back to fill just because that's what I had it on. I actually don't know what is a better thing to have it on, but we're just gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna smooth it. Let's hit it with the quad remesher. Okay, half. We don't want this thing to be huge. Okay, gizmo. And this will be the fin. Okay. I like it. I think everything is symmetrical. I don't foresee any issues. Right? Really, really don't. So let's save. And I guess I might need to color it, so we might as well just color it. Take a break. All right, let's change from matte cap to lit PBR. Let's change everything to we'll do a neutral color first. So we'll change everything to a neutral color. I'll just use the neutral color I always use. I don't know why I'm pretending like I don't want to use that color. Okay, so in order to really see it, I like to do the lights first. So we'll just do some quick lighting. We'll make the key light. So that'll be about here. We'll do another one. This will be the edge light. Oh, let me turn snap off. So we want to do a little bit of an edge here. Okay, perfect. Maybe we'll make this purple just for funsies. Okay, we'll add another light. And this one will shine a little more this way. Not quite an edge, just a little bit more. Maybe we'll raise this up a little bit. Maybe we'll make this one a little warmer. And then let's do another light. Let's make it a spotlight. We'll move this one up. What happened to the gizmo? Yeah, we'll just do that one up there like that. Let's find a good view for this little rascal. It seems like a good view. Let's save the view. This will be 1. Let's do a quick save. Let's go back. Let's turn on the environment, but we probably need to turn it down. Oh, we need to do post-process. Quality all the way up, post-process. Let's go to DFD. There you go. I think I want to... What happens to his teeth? Oh, there they are. Do I want bloom or do I want to keep... I want to turn bloom off. Tone mapping. Contrast. A little more saturation. We can keep that maybe. That looks good. Everything else looks good. Okay, we'll make sure the darks are dark in there. I think that looks pretty good. You can fart around with this as much or as little as you need, but I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's make sure we're back at our thing. We'll do another quick save. Okay, so now we can just color him. I don't know if I want to put the arms and the stuff together, the arms and the head. Like, I'm not sure what I should join. And maybe the legs are the same too, the legs. So maybe we'll just join all these and just name this body or skin. So I think he's going to be like grayish, like that. His boots can be do we want to do like red boots? I feel like red boots are all the rage nowadays. Let's do yellow, kind of ochre boots. I kind of want like I don't know, how about we make these parts white? I kind of like that. What if we do these red? But if we do them red, they kind of look like underwear, don't they? I feel like it kind of makes them look like underwear. Now they really look like underwear. What if we do this, this? We can do it black, or we can maybe do it yellow. Maybe we do these yellow. It's kind of interesting. These can be black with all the roughness. These can be, these are going to be shiny. I don't know if I want to do them yellow or white or black, or just black is kind of creepy. Maybe we want to do them yellow. Then we need some sort of, let's add another sphere. Let's turn post-process off really quick. So maybe something like that. Also, we just want to do round. It's going to be a little tough. I think I'm going to have to validate it and maybe use move to kind of get it how I want it to look. Let's turn symmetry off and try to manually make it round. Now it's really tough because for these eyes, they have to kind of hug the inside. What is going on with this eyeball being crazy? Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. It definitely looks more alienish. But less cute. Okay, I think that's kind of interesting. Let's do the teeth. Teeth can be white and glossy. Tongue, let's do a nice purplish tongue. For the skin, let's make a new layer. Let's make it really dark inside where the mouth is. Let's name this one Darker Mouth. Let's grab this color, make it darker, roughness, paint. Whoop. Turn symmetry back on. Oh no. It's not acting symmetrical. Why is that? Why is the local? That was weird. Now they're both the same. That is so weird why that happened. I was going to be really upset. I don't know why he would do that. Like, it's like just to mess with me. I can't think of any other reason why he would do that. Smooth this out. Oops. Let's add another layer. And let's just make this one darker. And let's paint it dark here. Let's paint these a little darker. Go to Smoothie Poo, which is the smooth tool with 0 intensity. It's the same tool. I don't think I liked that. We'll leave that. We'll just smooth these bits. That looks good. But you know what we also need? We also need some red on him. That's what we need. But for now, let's just paint little ambient occlusion going on. Little manual ambient occlusion. Never hurt anybody. Oh, there's the arms. Okay, let's do the same thing around these legs. God, I really should be asleep by now. Okay, we can do the same thing for this. We'll just add a layer. We'll grab the color, and then we'll make it darker. Oh, we'll turn symmetry on, and we'll just paint a little bit here, a little bit here. And we'll just smooth it. Same thing for his little butt. Add a layer. Smooth it. Okay, and now we need to do the same thing for these as well. Color. Add layer. Grab this color, make it darker. Oh no! Yeah, great. Wonder if I don't even need to do it on the layer. Let's see if I can just do it on the God, symmetry, you're killing me. Okay, nice. And I feel like we just need to do a little bit something different, maybe on the head. Maybe we'll do add a layer. Wait a minute. Body. Add a layer. Maybe we do like a little bit lighter. Just a little something, something, you know? Maybe the hands we can do a little bit lighter. Oh, hands are a little bit lighter. And last but not least, maybe we want to make another layer. I don't know if he should have some blood kind of situation. But let's see how it looks. Maybe just a little bit. So if we use paint, I'm going to bring the intensity down. Even lower, actually. Maybe here. Maybe here. Maybe on the fingertips. Knees. Let's see if we can smooth it out. Let's turn this down some. Where's layers? A little bit, just like a little inkling of red there. I think I like it. Oh, knees. I do want like a bit of a different color for those. Layer 2. Yeah, this is a lighter layer. Let's bring this a little lighter. And then let's just do something with these. Maybe we'll color the backs of them. Okay. I think I like it. Only thing, now these whites, oh, let's do X-ray. Oh, good, we did deal with those. Let's just paint. Let's grab this color and make this a little bit darker. Let's smooth this out a little bit. Make that a little darker. And then the teefies as well. Let's grab those. Make those a little darker. Symmetry. Oop. Symmetry, what's up? World. Nice, little grittier. Perfect. All right, let's save. Okay, I think he looks good. The only problem is if he's looking, he doesn't necessarily look like he's looking at camera. It's my only issue. That looks better. That looks more like he's looking at camera. So we'll save. And then, I don't remember what file type I had to save it as, but for now, we're going to export GLTF. So we'll export that to the computer. Okay, I think this one is saved. And then save as, we'll save as new. Let's get rid of all the bells. Oh, did I even? Oh, here's what post-process. We can keep that off. I'm going to turn the lights off. Get rid of these cameras. Oh, I made a bunch of mistakes, actually. Validate these. These are IP1. White's IP1. Body, merge layers. This one, merge layers. Color, merge layers. Waist, merge layers. Torso, merge layers. And then, okay, so all of this, let me just check. FBX, please drag and drop character file here, FBX or OBJ. Okay, so maybe FBX. I want to keep all the colors and stuff. So, oh, we can export FBX. I'm a little worried about all of the thingies. I haven't baked anything. So torso, so just in case, let's try to bake all this stuff. Usually I have to bake everything. Something is off. The teeth. Why are the teeth off? Oh God. Pivot, center, pivot. Tongue is baked, fin is baked. Lashes, pivot, center, pivot. Eye whites. Bodies, soles, boots. Okay. I'm going to save this. And now I'm going to send this also as a GLTF. I'm going to save this, send this to my computer as well. And then I want to try just sending an FBX. Accurig A1 FBX. Okay, so that's done. So tomorrow we can figure out, we'll go back in. So that's good for now. We'll be back. All right, so this is the final, this is the T-pose that I made for Accurig. So now I'm just gonna send this guy to the computer and we're gonna try to make it work. What's up guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe and also check out my Skillshare. I have a brand new class. It's going to be the full pipeline of Nomad Sculpt to Blender. So this is a great class if you've been working in Nomad for a while and you're ready to bring it to that next step with beautiful Blender renders. Keep drawing, keep sculpting, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Blah 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 yakety smackety.